He was the epitome of debonair, the secret agent who, with a raised eyebrow and a disarmingly witty remark, redefined the character of James Bond for an entire generation. On screen, Sir Roger Moore was the personification of elegance, an unflappable and irresistibly charming hero who always got the girl and saved the day. But away from the cinematic universe of high-stakes espionage and glamorous locales, the man himself lived a life far more intricate and emotionally textured than any role he ever portrayed. Dear viewers, before continuing this video, we kindly ask you to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, if you want to receive notifications about new video releases, please hit the bell icon. Thank you for your understanding. From navigating the complexities of raising a close-knit family to finding sanctuary in a series of breathtaking European homes, Moore's authentic story is a rich tapestry woven with threads of profound warmth, unwavering resilience, and a quiet, unspoken sadness that cast a shadow over his final years. When he passed away in 2017, the legacy he left behind was not merely cinematic. It was deeply personal, etched into the lives of those he loved. This is the rarely told story of Roger Moore's children, an exploration of the magnificent properties he cherished, an examination of the poignant details surrounding his death, and a revelation of the considerable fortune he meticulously built and ultimately left behind. Long before he became the world's most sophisticated spy, Roger Moore was a young boy from the working-class neighborhood of Stockwell, London, whose dreams soared far beyond his humble origins. Born on the 14th of October, 1927, Roger George Moore was the only child of George Alfred Moore, a devoted London policeman, and Lillian "Lily" Pope, a homemaker whose own family history traced back to Kolkata, India. His formative years were irrevocably molded by the tumultuous era in which he grew up. As the clouds of World War II gathered over Europe, Roger, like countless other British children, was evacuated from the perilous streets of London to the relative safety of the countryside. This period of displacement saw him spend his school years first in Holsworthy, Devon, and later at Launceston College in Cornwall, before he eventually completed his formal education at Dr. Challoner's Grammar School in Buckinghamshire. Initially, Roger's ambitions did not lie in the world of acting. His first professional foray was as an apprentice at an animation studio, a chapter that came to an abrupt end when he was dismissed after making a costly error on a set of animation cells. Providence, it seemed, had a far grander design for his life. A pivotal, life-altering moment arrived through a sheer twist of fate. His father, while conducting an investigation into a robbery at the home of film director Brian Desmond Hurst, struck up a conversation that would quietly set the course for his son's future. Intrigued by the policeman's description of his handsome son, Hurst offered young Roger a minor role as an extra in the 1945 historical epic Caesar and Cleopatra. While on set, it wasn't merely Roger's performance that turned heads. It was his innate charm and easy rapport with the cast and crew, particularly the women. Hurst was so profoundly impressed by the young man's potential that he took it upon himself to pay Moore's tuition at the prestigious Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, RADA, one of the United Kingdom's most revered acting institutions. At RADA, Moore honed his craft alongside some of the most promising talents in Britain, including a young actress named Lois Maxwell, who, in a delightful twist of fate, would later achieve global fame as the beloved Miss Moneypenny in the James Bond series, acting as a constant foil to Moore's 007. It was during these foundational acting lessons that Roger cultivated the composed, effortlessly suave on-screen persona that would become his indelible trademark. Following his graduation from RADA in 1945, Moore's life took another significant detour. At the tender age of 18, in the immediate aftermath of World War II, he was conscripted for national service. On September 21, 1946, he was officially commissioned into the Royal Army Service Corps as a second lieutenant. His military service saw him working within the Combined Services Entertainment section, where he was tasked with coordinating performances for British troops stationed abroad. He eventually rose to the rank of captain and was given command of a small depot in West Germany, where he oversaw the welfare of entertainers passing through Hamburg. This experience further refined his organizational skills and his ability to remain calm under pressure. Before Sir Roger Moore became a household name and a cinematic icon, he diligently paid his dues in the relative obscurity of the post-war British film industry. His early acting career was characterized by a series of modest, often uncredited appearances in films such as Perfect Strangers, Caesar and Cleopatra, Piccadilly Incident, Gaiety George, Trotty True, and Paper Orchid. While these fleeting roles might have gone largely unnoticed by cinema audiences, they served as an invaluable training ground, allowing him to become comfortable in front of the camera and laying the essential groundwork for a career that would ultimately span decades and continents. In the early 1950s, Moore supplemented his acting income with modeling work, his chiseled good looks and polished charm gracing British print advertisements for a variety of lifestyle products. He became the suave, aspirational face of a burgeoning post-war consumer culture, which eagerly sought to associate a sense of glamour with everyday items. This exposure not only provided financial stability, but also helped him gain a crucial foothold in the competitive entertainment world, eventually leading him across the Atlantic to the United States. Once in America, he ventured into the burgeoning medium of television, appearing in adaptations of Julius Caesar and Black Chiffon, and featuring in 2 episodes of the highly regarded anthology series, Robert Montgomery Presents. Moore's first significant Hollywood breakthrough occurred in 1954, when he secured a coveted 7-year contract with the legendary studio Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, MGM. His debut with the studio was in The Last Time I Saw Paris, where he acted alongside the luminous Elizabeth Taylor. Though a small part, it was symbolically important, signaling his official arrival in the heart of the film industry. He followed this with roles in the critically acclaimed musical biopic Interrupted Melody, The Swashbuckling Adventure, The King's Thief, and the historical drama Diane, in which he portrayed Prince Henri of France. Unfortunately, Diane failed to perform at the box office, prompting MGM to release Moore from his contract prematurely. Despite this setback, the experience was invaluable, cementing his presence in Hollywood and allowing him to sharpen his craft among seasoned professionals. Following this Hollywood disappointment, Moore pivoted back to television, the medium that would ultimately propel him to international stardom. He appeared in a variety of popular anthology programs of the day, including Ford Star Jubilee, Lux Video Theater, and Matinee Theater. His true breakout moment came in 1958 with the British series Ivanhoe, where he portrayed the valiant and noble knight, Sir Wilfrid of Ivanhoe. The show was a solid success and introduced Moore to a broad UK audience who were captivated by his heroic portrayal. He then returned to the United States for the Western series, The Alaskans, which ran for 37 episodes between 1959 and 1960. His next major television venture was the popular Western Maverick, where he was brought in to take over the lead role from James Garner in the show's 4th season. However, Moore found himself unimpressed with the quality of the scripts and made the bold decision to exit the show after just 14 episodes, a move that demonstrated his commitment to quality over mere exposure. Everything changed for him in 1962 when he was cast in the role that would make him a global phenomenon. Simon Templar in the British mystery thriller series, The Saint. Based on the popular novels by Leslie Charteris, the series ran until 1969 and transformed Moore into a household name around the world. Playing a debonair, intellectually sharp, and roguishly charming hero with an unwavering moral compass, Moore made the role entirely his own. His portrayal delighted audiences on both sides of the Atlantic, and the show's immense international success laid the perfect foundation for the next and most iconic phase of his career. In 1973, Moore was selected to inherit the most coveted role in cinema, replacing Sean Connery as James Bond in Live and Let Die. While some devoted fans initially expressed skepticism about the casting choice, the film's staggering box office success immediately silenced the critics. Moore's interpretation of Agent 007 was a deliberate and brilliant departure from the gritty, cold-blooded spy depicted in Ian Fleming's novels and Connery's more brutal portrayal. Instead, he infused the character with a lighter, more playful, and distinctly sophisticated energy. His Bond was a consummate English gentleman, known as much for his razor-sharp wit and breezy self-confidence as for his espionage skills. Moore went on to portray 007 in 6 more blockbuster films: The Man with the Golden Gun, 1974, The Spy Who Loved Me, 1977, Moonraker, 1979, For Your Eyes Only, 1981, Octopussy, 1983, and A View to a Kill, 1985. By the time he retired his Walther PPK at the age of 58, Moore had solidified his place in cinematic history as the longest-serving Bond actor of the official Eon series. Although his more humorous portrayal drew mixed reviews from some critics over the years, audiences adored his suave and charming take on the secret agent. His unique blend of thrilling action, self-aware humor, and sophisticated charm made him a dominant box office draw throughout the 1970s and early 1980s. During his lifetime, Sir Roger Moore not only constructed a legendary acting career, but also amassed an impressive fortune, with his net worth at the time of his passing estimated to be approximately $110 million. His phenomenal success on both the large and small screens afforded him a life of considerable luxury, which included the ownership of a collection of elegant and beautiful homes in some of the world's most desirable and exclusive locations. From stylish properties in the serene landscapes of Switzerland and the glamorous Principality of Monaco to a grand country estate in the south of France, Moore surrounded himself with timeless beauty, comfort, and privacy. Though he has since passed away, the enduring charm and sophistication of the places he once called home continue to reflect the refined and impeccable taste of the man who portrayed James Bond with such effortless grace. Today, his former residences stand as quiet, elegant reminders of a remarkable life, exceptionally well lived. Nestled within the idyllic and picturesque village of Denham, Buckinghamshire, a mere 20 miles west of the bustling heart of central London, sits a sprawling 11-acre estate that was once the cherished home of Sir Roger Moore. Currently on the market for a cool $7 million, this remarkable property is more than just a piece of prime real estate. It is a tangible piece of film history. Moore resided here during one of the most celebrated and iconic periods of his career, calling this tranquil estate home while filming 3 of his classic James Bond films. Originally constructed in the 1920s, the property radiates a timeless charm and a traditional English elegance. Described by real estate agents as a delightful country house, the main residence features 5 generously proportioned bedrooms and a rich variety of beautifully appointed living spaces. From a cozy sitting room and a handsome wood-paneled study to a well-stocked library and a bright, airy conservatory, the home offers a perfect synthesis of luxury and comfort. The interior is further complemented by a boot room, a grand hall, a games room, a fully equipped gym, and an atmospheric wine cellar, creating a perfect blend of rustic character and refined, modern living. The estate also boasts a flexible guest suite, thoughtfully designed to accommodate visiting friends, family, or live-in staff, adding a layer of versatility to the property. Outside, the grounds are every bit as impressive as the home itself, featuring immaculately maintained gardens, a tennis court, and a heated swimming pool, all of which are overlooked by a charming summer house and a quaint, repurposed former ballroom now serving as a garden shop. It is easy to envision the actor relaxing here between film shoots, unwinding in the lush gardens that provided a perfect sanctuary from the demands of global stardom. Long admired for his suave on-screen persona and refined off-screen lifestyle, Sir Roger Moore also possessed a distinct taste for elegant, luxurious homes on the other side of the Atlantic. One of these impressive properties, a grand Mediterranean-style mansion located in Northridge, California, is currently on the market for just over $3 million. This expansive estate is a stunning reflection of Moore's classic taste, offering both grandeur and comfort in equal measure. Set on a generous 17,500 square foot lot, the home encompasses over 6,700 square feet of meticulously designed living space. From the moment one steps into the grand foyer, with its gleaming travertine floors, it is evident that this is a residence of exceptional quality. The state-of-the-art chef's kitchen is a masterpiece of design, featuring rich custom cabinetry, unique granite countertops, and top-of-the-line appliances, including a 6-burner Viking range and a Sub-Zero refrigerator. An ornate custom iron staircase leads to the upper level, where the primary suite serves as a private sanctuary, complete with a spa-like bathroom and a private balcony overlooking the serene backyard. The second floor also includes an ensuite guest bedroom, 3 more sizable bedrooms, and a versatile loft-style retreat area, with one room cleverly transformed into a luxurious home theater. Outside, the backyard is a true oasis, featuring a guest house that doubles as a pool cabana, a built-in BBQ area, a pergola, a spa, and a large swimming pool, creating a resort-like atmosphere perfect for entertaining. Before he became a global icon, Sir Roger Moore's personal life was marked by a series of emotional tempests, failed romances, and complex relationships that often generated as many headlines as his burgeoning career. His first marriage came at the very young age of 18 in 1946, when he wed Dorn van Stein, an actress and ice skater 6 years his senior whom he had met at RADA. The union was fraught with tension over finances and, as Moore later alleged, physical abuse, and it ended in divorce. In 1952, he met his second wife, the Welsh singer Dorothy Squires, a larger-than-life personality known for her powerful voice and an even more powerful temper. 12 years older than Moore, Squires was already an established star. Their relationship was intensely passionate, but incredibly volatile. They endured personal tragedy, with Squires suffering multiple miscarriages, and her temper often erupted into violence. In one infamous incident, she allegedly smashed a guitar over Moore's head. After discovering his affair with Italian actress Luisa Mattioli, Squires' dramatic reaction included smashing a window to confront him and later attempting to sue him for loss of conjugal rights. Despite the acrimony, Moore demonstrated kindness in her later years, quietly paying her medical bills when she battled cancer before her death in 1998. In 1961, while filming The Rape of the Sabine Women in Italy, Moore made the life-altering decision to leave his turbulent marriage for Luisa Mattioli. This ignited a bitter and prolonged battle with Dorothy Squires, who refused to grant him a divorce for 7 years. Moore and Mattioli finally married in 1969 at Caxton Hall in London, greeted by a crowd of 600 adoring fans. Together, they built a family, welcoming 3 children. Their daughter, Deborah Moore, born in 1963, followed her father into acting. Their son, Jeffrey Moore, born in 1966, also became an actor and a successful restaurateur. Their youngest son, Christian Moore, pursued a career as a film producer. For over 2 decades, this was the picture of Moore's family life. However, in 1993, the marriage ended when Moore developed feelings for Christina Kiki Tolstrup, a Swedish-born Danish socialite who was a friend of Mattioli. This separation was precipitated by Moore's diagnosis of prostate cancer that same year, an event he described as life-changing. The split was deeply painful for Mattioli, who documented her feelings of betrayal in her book, Nothing Lasts Forever. Moore's children initially distanced themselves from him, but eventually reconciled. He married Tolstrup in 2002, describing their relationship as a tranquil and calming partnership. Tragically, Moore experienced profound grief when Tolstrup's daughter, Christina, passed away from cancer in 2016 at the age of 47. Roger Moore's life, though filled with fame, was also a testament to his resilience in the face of persistent health challenges. From a young age, he battled numerous illnesses, including chickenpox, measles, mumps, and double pneumonia. He underwent several surgeries and suffered from chronic kidney stones, a condition that required hospitalization even during the filming of Live and Let Die and Moonraker. His commitment to his roles also led to physical injuries. He fractured a tooth and suffered a concussion during a speedboat crash while filming Live and Let Die, and was burned during a stunt for The Spy Who Loved Me. In 1993, he successfully battled prostate cancer. A decade later, in 2003, he collapsed on a Broadway stage and was fitted with a pacemaker to regulate a dangerously slow heartbeat. In 2013, he was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. In his final years, a tumor was discovered on his liver, and during cancer treatment in 2017, he suffered a severe fall that injured his collarbone. Sir Roger Moore passed away peacefully at his home in Crans-Montana, Switzerland, on May 23, 2017, surrounded by his family. The cause of death was attributed to cancers of the lung and liver. He was laid to rest in the Monaco Cemetery, a fitting final resting place for a man who lived a life of extraordinary triumphs and endured his trials with unwavering grace. As this video wraps up, we'd like to remind you to like and subscribe to our channel. Your support is vital for our channel's growth and helps us keep creating content. To be notified about new videos, remember to hit that bell icon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.